Normally, when I come across an article about dark matter or some imaginary thing like that, I just kind of skim through it, laugh, and just pass by. But this goes even over the top for them. The title is Dark Matter Even Darker Than Once Thought. So, astronomers using the Hubble Space Telescope, Chandra X-ray Observatory, have studied how dark matter and clusters of galaxy behave when the clusters collide. This was published in the journal Science. So let me read from it here. It says, dark matter is a giant question mark looming over our knowledge of the universe. More like a stumbling block. There is more dark matter in the universe than visible matter. You can say that again. But it is extremely elusive. It does not reflect, absorb, or emit light, making it invisible. I would call it imaginary. It says, because of this, it is only known to exist via its gravitational effects on the visible universe. No. It is thought to exist because you need to add it to your equations to make the observable universe reality. Because without just inventing dark matter, all of your equations would fall apart, and you would have to admit that electricity and magnetism play a role, whereas now you just completely ignore those two things. And to further illustrate that, I'm going to read directly reading from this. It says, galaxies are made of three main ingredients: stars, clouds of gas, and dark matter. Galaxies are made of three main ingredients: stars, clouds of gas, and dark matter. Wrong! Wrong. If I had to break it down myself, I would say that galaxies are made of three main ingredients: plasma, a filamentary network connecting everything to everything else within the galaxy, and then matter. Elements, molecules, ions, just matter, basically. Plasma, filamentary network, and then matter. So, okay, here's what they found. They said, like the stars, dark matter continued straight through the violent collisions of the galaxies without slowing down. And they say the leading theory is that the reason the dark matter doesn't slow down, keep in mind, they don't know it's there. They can't detect it in any way. So they were expecting to find that it was slowing down due to these collisions. Like it would interact with itself and it would slow itself down. Right? So that they're saying the reason the dark matter doesn't slow down is because it not only does it not interact with the visible particles, I gotta read this again. Not only does it not slow down because it does not interact with visible particles, it interacts even less with other dark matter. So let me just sum up what they found. Nothing. They thought they were going to find something. They didn't find anything. And here's a quote. There are still several viable candidates for dark matter, so the game is not over. But we are getting nearer to an answer, which means they're narrowing down the things that they're possibly coming up with to explain what they think dark matter is. None of them are working. So they're getting nearer to an answer. They're just eliminating options, basically. And then he goes on to say, these astronomically large particle colliders are finally letting us get a glimpse into the dark world all around us, but just out of our reach. It's imaginary. They invented it to explain what they see because they cannot abandon their theories. So when they don't find it someplace they're looking for it, they just say, oh, well, we thought it would interact, but it didn't interact, but that doesn't mean it's not there, even though we can't see that it's there because it's not there. These guys, how do they get away with this? Like, what do they talk about when they get together? Do they just go over and over the same incorrect theories that they have no proof for, but they were taught, so that's what they go with? I mean, doesn't anybody question this when you don't find something or it goes against what you think you're going to find? Doesn't that bother any of these people? Or can they just really just get it out of their heads and not be concerned with the dissonance? It's not me. I can't do that. If I think something's going to happen, it doesn't happen. I want to find out why it didn't happen. I don't just invent another reason and try to come up with something else. I can't deal with these people.